You're watching CoastLife with Leah Rizzo and Charlie Sakaitis.
We've talked about getting scammed here on CoastLife a couple of times, whether it's been sort of bank scams, money scams, but this one's a little bit scarier and has to do with this is a horrible thing to do to somebody. And apparently there are older people out there that are getting scammed out of big money because there are people using AI to emulate their grandchildren's voices that they're scanning from TikTok, saying they're in trouble, saying they need money, calling grandma and grandpa, and of course, your loving grandparents are quick to answer the call.
I honestly can't imagine much worse
That's
than
terrifying.
what this is, and I hope that the people that are doing this kind of thing come to the justice they deserve through the legal system. But this is really important for everybody out there. If you get a call and it's like somebody in your family, it's your grandson, it's somebody, and they're panicked and they need money suddenly, and first, call them back to their actual number. Be like, hey, I hear you, give me a second. I gotta call you right back. Hang up, call their actual number in your phone, not whatever came through, because there's a lot of ways they can disguise the phone number. Call that person directly. Do not give any money until you have gotten a hold of them again. Because it's very easy to get scammed. It's very easy to get scammed.
Experts also kind of recommend coming up with a safe word too with your family. That way you know that if you are in trouble, if you hear that word, that's the real problem.
Pina colada, pina colada.
Apricots, right, something is happening and you need to solve it. So they do recommend that. I mean, otherwise this is just, it's one more tick in the AI is a little bit not even out of control, but just I think there's so much more potential that we even thought could happen with AI.
Oh no, it's exactly what I thought could happen with AI. It's terrifying.
I'm just not even that creative. Like if I were a scammer, I don't think I would get to that point where I'm like, I know what I'm gonna do next.
The thing that's scary about AI isn't AI itself. It's that we have a long history of people being terrible.
This is true too.
And this gives them an opportunity to be their most terrible selves. And that's what worries me.
I think so too, because I think AI itself, it's not inherently bad, it's not inherently good. I think there's lots of things about AI that are advantageous on the job. You can get your job done more efficiently, faster, a lot of ways that it is helpful and useful. But I think because people can be bad and insidious, that's how we end up with scamming situations like this.
And it's why you just always have to remember, in the same way that a good deal can be too good to be true, something scary and bad, if it seems off or weird, it probably is actually off and weird. So if something doesn't seem quite right, if you start to get those alarm bells going, you really do have to take a second and go, is this real? I mean, it sounds real, but is it real? Call that person back directly. Again, off the number in your phone, not whatever number came through on your phone. Call them on their specific
look
home
up in your
line
phone,
or their cell phone, and make sure that you're taking out any of the possible nonsense that could be coming to try to take your money.
Yeah, I think that's great advice, Charlie. So a little scary talker for you, but I think an important one to discuss, especially as we head into more uncharted territory in the world of AI. But we know where we're going with more CoastLife. If you've been dreaming up that perfect deck, we've got the folks that can make that happen. That's on the way.